I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. And though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you.
Right, Simon, I'm no good at pronouncing Kiwi place names, as you've heard already. So you tell us, where are we?
So this is called Natira Road, and Graham Lamb is a good customer of ours there for GRASSMEN, and this is his farm here. Yep.
And what do you do at Ireland Contracting?
I organise the boys day to day, and they have a fancy name on it here as ops manager, but being from Ireland we don't go with things like that. So the guys line up for a day's work, and I organise what they do, liaison between the farmers and workshop, and keep them in work every day. That's about the run of it.
Whereas at home you would just the man that everyone hates.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Or the man that you give them the job and they say, no, I'm not going to do that. So
yeah.
No, we're all good. But no, the guys here like their day's work, and I like to keep them in a day's work, keeps everyone out of the workshop, and keeps them in money for whatever they want to do.
Yeah. So you're originally Irish?
I'm from New Ross County, Wexford. Done like all most Irish people do here. Came and gone. I didn't see winter for 14 years, and so I came here every season. When the Irish season stopped, we came here for the Irish winter, and settled here then in 2015. So I've worked with various contractors here over the years, but yeah, we usually bring over staff, then local staff, and get them a bit of work here as well. So yeah, all is good.
Yeah, do you go back home often now?
Every year nearly.
Just the COVID
stopped it for a couple of years, but every year we kind of recruit staff every summer. We go back probably in July for a little bit, and get some more guys out to work. And as you know, everyone in Ireland are grass and GRASSMEN mad, so they all love the bit of silage. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
So what do you do at Ireland Contracting? Obviously you're doing maize, we can see behind you.
Yes,
Are you doing a bit of everything?
We do everything from start to finish. So we do all the cultivations for maize. That's early in the season, which starts about in September. So the grass comes off in September off those paddocks, and then it's sprayed out. We harvest the grass, cultivate the ground, plant the maize, and then kind of maize finishes around December time, November time. So then we get into grass residence season until the end of February, and then that goes probably from the month of April up to the end of the month of April. So we harvest everything we plant. So yeah, it keeps them all busy.
And going back to the start of the season, what do you run in maize planters? I see John Deere planters, do I?
We have 2 John Deere planters that have been modified. They carry a lot of newer type equipment on them, and we run one Verostat as well. So the maize planters are fairly busy that time of year. It's kind of a catch. You have to get in when the weather is good. September can be like Irish spring, where it actually is, the weather might be good for maybe only 2 weeks of the 4. So they chip away at it, and after that then they're all able to do their bit, and we get as much in as we can within 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're lucky enough that the area we're running is split. So Tokoroa is a little bit later where we're from than Pataru, Tiro area. So that goes in a little bit earlier, so it spreads the workload over probably 4 or 5 weeks. So that's not too bad.
Tractors then, is it all Fendt?
Nearly all Fendt. We have a couple of the John Deeres there. A couple of the Irish guys love driving little John Deeres, but they're only little 64, 20 and 30s that are here for maize spreading, side dressing they call it here, top dressing.
Yeah. And
we run 18 Fendts there now, from two old 820s, which are 2 nice old ladies there. And we got a couple of 718s there, 822s and 927s. So we run a good few fairly modern Fendts and all. So yeah, gear's kept very good, well up to date. Even the old tractors are great. Some higher tractors there, but they run fairly well on steeper ground where you need big horsepower, big weight, rather than have a small tractor that get you into a bit of trouble.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yep. So, like we say, when we're running these Brocken trailers here now for maize, when you're on some of the steeper ground there, you don't want to get yourself into trouble with a smaller size tractor, more so. An 822 series will be probably 2 ton heavier than a 7 series, so we're able to climb those hills and get down safely off them as well. So
yeah. And how did the Brocken trailers come about? Because you don't see many of them over here.
no, there's very little of them really. Well, we went back to Ireland there in 2019 looking to change the trailers here, and I went back and just met Paul there and all, and we bought 4 of them, and they came here, and we did modify them a little bit for the New Zealand conditions, and shortened the sides and all on, but they ran well, they look really well. The older trailers here are Bucktons, which are locally made, but they're small, and they're kind of, you take the bins off if you want to do some metal rock work or something like that, but they're actually, the Brockens work well, the guys like them. So we have steering on them and everything, so yeah, they're a nice trailer, they've done well now here. So
yeah.
So we're just trying to get, there's a couple of dealers here actually trying to bring them in, so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll get them. But yeah, run well, look well, and guys all love using them, so yeah, all good.
Right, well, we better start talking about this JCB behind us.
Oh, yep.
Everyone's going to be looking at this black JCB.
Yes,
wondering what the story is there.
That's the only reason you want me here, is to show you the black JCB, which is good. But yeah, this one was bought, we have another one, black silver one, this one was bought in 2018, 2019. And it's the newer model one. It's the first of the yellow. It was customized the black, so Tony bought her there. And she's run. Sandra was the old operator on her for since then, and Sandra's on the chopper now. So this is Mark here on it today. So maize is it needs plenty of rolling and everything on it, and plenty of weight. So the loader works well with it. But I think she looks really good in black as well, even though she's probably grey for a lot of the time with the maize when it gets wet and stalky.
Your Silver Fern
Yes.
JCB, which is a
Yes.
limited edition, factory painted,
Yes.
all black anniversary edition or
So
something.
I believe there was only 2 made. There's one supposed to be in the South Island and one here. Tony bought that at the field days in 2015. I think it was a commemoration for the rugby, I believe. And yeah, that's run well and looks well as well. Like, I mean, it doesn't change anything, just being black and silver, but it definitely does stand out. And the young guys come every year that look forward, they drive it and look after it. But yeah, the guys are really good with their gear here. Usually it's mostly guys have their own tractors, and then we have a couple, maybe half a dozen that they kind of, everyone jumps in and out of. So yeah, they take a bit of pride in their machines, and I suppose when you spend 10 or 12 or 14 hours a day or whatever it is in a day, you have to have something fairly decent. So
Yeah.
all the gear is good, and yeah, keeps them right.
And then you just have the one yellow.
We have the one yellow one.
435, is it?
Yes, and this time of year we use 3 JCBs because in between jobs, between maize jobs, so one job finishes, another starts. Could take maybe an hour or 2 wastage in between, so the yellow one usually buzzes around there and starts the new stack while the other guy is gone. Say, Mark here now will finish here soon. He'll run off, the yellow one will come in, finish the stack, pull the covers on it, spend a bit of extra time rolling it. So that's all good. And then the loader wagon crew have the yellow one as well. So it's still a nice loader, 2015 or 16, and it's just, like I say, yeah, some people prefer a little bit darker one. So it's whatever works on the day, whatever is there. I usually get stuck on that anyway, so whatever way it goes.
Yeah. You're running 2 970 choppers?
2 970s, yes. One of them just brand new here last week or so. We had a 980 before that, but it's the second one really comes out only for maize, to scoop up a lot of maize together. During the grass season, we're mostly about maize here. During the grass season, then one runs every day, and then the second is kind of doing local work that we don't have to haul a chopper maybe 20, 30 k's, 40 k's up the road to do a bit of work. So, like I say, the new 970 will have lesser hours on it than the older one. They're traded every 3,000 hours.
Yeah.
So they're all kept very fresh, and they're there when you turn the key. They go when everything goes good on them. So yeah, they keep busy. But the last few years now, especially this year with all the rain and everything here, we had a lot more grass to do. So I think they're getting up there with them. So yep, plenty of work with them.
Yeah, wagons then, 2 of them?
2
3 of them?
wagons there, and they go good. They're a great filler there, even to complement the chopper there on big jobs there. You need to get done quick. So we have 2 guys on that, and the loader then and the rake, and usually we can work the rake for the chopper and the wagons as well. But we've done a few jobs there lately now. This time of year cuts will be lighter, so you can get there with the wagons. They'll cart probably a couple of hectares in them, so you get through work pretty quick with them as well. So, yeah.
So what will be bigger for you, your grass season or your maize season? I know you're going to tell me the maize is where the money is, but...
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's even the start. Like, you get companies down south of here that grow grass only, really. You can't grow maize in the area, it's too cold. And so their season probably won't start till mid-October or so, or the first kind of week of October, because we start in September, early September, because we have the cultivation, we have the grass to come off the maize ground. And gives the guys a bit more. They come here then from September to April, so it's worth their while coming for a good while. And then we kind of lax off a little bit after Christmas if it dries off. This year has been different. But what you can do then is the guys can come work all of January. Then they've been down to Queenstown and places there for their holidays in between, and now they're back from maize now. So it's a nice. You can live a life without having to live away from home too much, and you can go home maybe even have a bit to eat, go out and have a bit of time off, and then go hard when you have to go hard, which is the big thing here.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all this maize will have to come off now. This year probably a little bit quicker because of disease levels in crops and stuff. So it's actually at the stage where it extends the guys' year, and then they'll be all probably looking to go home in mid-April there. So yeah. And then we'll all be left here in the workshop to clean up all the gear and wash it off and everything.
Fix their mess.
Yes, and fix all the breaks that have gone on. So yeah, and so we carry about 14 people in the workshop for the winter.
Yeah.
So, and then we add probably another 10 to it for staff for the busy season. So yeah, it's very good. And like I say, it's a compromise between having enough work and not having too much and having enough people, which has been hard in the last few years. So
yeah.
it's been very good. It's been very good. So.
You're baling as well. I see a coon baler in the shed.
Yes.
I see a crone square baler.
Yes. We don't do very much square baling. It's mainly hay. We've got 2 coon combis there that do a lot of work. We went from the kale to coon there. It's probably more so we don't do as much as other contractors, but they're out nearly every day anyway. But there's a good few fusions dotted around here as well. But a lot of it is dealerships there and stuff, and what they have to offer you. So the coons are well priced and everything here in this country too, so they sell well. So yeah, so we do a good bit of baling as well, and the trucks then and stuff cart the bales around, and we stock up an awful lot of bales from Quanterra for winter sale, so it keeps the boys busy in winter as well, carting bales.
So do you reckon there's no shame in running the coon baler instead of the McHale baler, even though you're Irish?
Well, that could be debatable now, but I'm not going to get onto that on camera. But, yeah, I'd be a green baler man myself, but there's no talking to some of the staff here. They love their coon, but yeah, I'd be McHale through and through. Even from at home, I've run McHale's myself and stuff. So yeah, no, we see how it goes. Everyone has to do what they have to do, and has to be priced accordingly, and everything has to fit into place, I suppose. But I still like the fusions.
Yeah,
a great company like Class. I find that they follow everything up and keep improving on them, and if you want something tested, New Zealand is definitely the place to test it. It's very testing conditions over here. So
yeah, like I've seen that since I came up here now, like with especially in the maize. John Deere and Class both test with contractors around here,
absolutely,
because of the tough conditions.
Absolutely, and that's one great thing about Class company. They don't sit on their laurels; they just improve. And McHale have contractors here that they work closely with as well, and their balers are bomb-proof now, and they have been bomb-proof here as well. But you get stuff like we had a car axle go through a moor the other day. We get 3 stumps. You get everything. So, and it's just to work on those conditions. That's what you have to do every day, and you have to adapt to it. There's no point in saying I'll put a fuddy-duddy baler in here because it won't last. It'll definitely break up under the conditions. But yeah, fair dues to these companies. Like they say, what money they spend on all this research and all has to be got back somewhere. And I know the prices might be a little bit more expensive on the balers, but like, what do you pay for that?
Yeah.
So. And so the gear is good, and like I say, that's probably why Class is more proven here. In this country as well, so yeah.
Right, Simon, I won't keep you any longer because you're a very busy man. You're itching away there looking at that phone.
Yep. Thank you very much. This is my job, and like I say, the phone is my hated enemy, but I wouldn't have a job without it. But yep, no, thank you for that. That's good.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you very much.
I hope you'll come back to me. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Thought that we were meant to be. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be.